Hey there, VIPs. I'm going to show you how to make a really simple border that looks like this. Isn't it cute with all popsicles? It's kind of red, white, and blue. It's great for summer, 4th of July, whatever. So, what did I use? I used the All-American Blast papers. And inside that pack is a cut-apart sheet. So one of the sheets on one side is just one pattern, and the other side is cut apart borders. And I know a lot of people don't quite know what to do with these, so I'm going to give you a real simple solution to make some borders that look great. So let me put this aside, and I'm going to show you what I did. Took my 12-inch trimmer, and what I'm doing is I'm going to cut out the popsicle row. There was two. I think there's two of each image on each sheet. So I want to make sure I really cut it the way I want to. So I don't ooze into the other borders, whatnot. So I'm going to put it on my trimmer. I'm going to use my little handy dandy guides to make sure I'm cutting where I want. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off here. Actually, I'll do that first, as not to confuse. So I'm just making sure I'm cutting it right on the line. I don't want any of that. I do have a tiny bit, but it's going to be fine. And then I'm cutting out this flag looking one all the way to the blue stars. And not because I'm using it, I'll show you. And these are the only two pieces I'm using for this border. So I'll put these away, make more borders later. And now I have this, let's see, it's about 1 inch wide. And this is a little more than 1.5 inches wide. So I know you didn't see it on this border, but that's because I'm flipping it over and I'm using this side. So I'll leave that like that. And then I'm not sure if you guys, what you all do with your leftover scraps, but I don't really keep small, tiny little scraps because I don't end up using them. They just accumulate, and then I have piles and piles of them, and so I choose to recycle them. What I do keep is strips for borders. I don't usually keep a lot that are less than maybe 4 inches wide, 12 inches long, but I definitely have some that are a little shorter than 12 inches, some that are more narrow. But I want to make sure whatever I keep, it's a usable piece, because when I make borders, this is kind of the bucket that I go for instead of grabbing a full sheet of cardstock and cutting it just for one little skinny piece. So you see here I have all different colors. Most of the pieces are 4 inches wide, some might be 3, whatever. Most of them are 12 inches long, some might be a little bit shorter. So I did have the one red piece for here, but I didn't have another piece that was wide enough. So just for this particular thing, I'm going to use some blue. And I'm also using this shimmer that I have here as well. So, and I store it all in a container like this. It stays nice on my shelf. It's not messy. I don't sort it by color. I just leaf through and find what I like. So now I have a blue and a shimmer. So I'm going to cut the blue using a decorative blade, and I'm using the pinking. So I'll take this out, put my pinking blade in, and I'm doing this with the blue piece. So of course I have to cut that edge off so I have that pinking look on one side. And then I'm going to flip this over, put it at 2 inches, and cut another one. Now I will keep this piece because I can use this for another border. So now I have that decorative part, always remembering to put your straight blade back in when you're done. And we've all made that mistake before. And then I believe I did, I want to remember, I'm just going to double check. I think I did 2 1/4 inches. Yes, I did. So I'm just going to cut a piece that's 2 1/4 inches with the straight blade, and I will save this. All right, so these are all my pieces. Put my finished border there. And how easy was that? So I'm just gonna assemble. Shouldn't take very long at all. And I'm just eyeballing the center, not getting too worried about it. Flip that over. Center this one. Oh, I have a little globby piece of adhesive. I'm using repositionable for this because it's not very heavy. There's really just the one piece of cardstock. And this last piece goes on that white shimmer, which looks so cute. And the reason I didn't have to put the white shimmer on here, but I liked how it really highlighted the pinking look on this. I thought without it could get lost on if I was to put this on some designer paper. And honestly, I can put this on the same 2-page layout. Even though one is red, one is blue, it totally goes together. And there you go. Simple borders. Gotta love it. Enjoy. I hope you try it out.